Welcome to In the Green Room. I'm Kinga.
And I'm Chet.
And this is Martin. Welcome, everybody.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Hi.
We are here with returning superstar Richard Betts. And please introduce your guest, sir.
This is Zoya.
Hello, Zoya.
Oh, hi.
Okay, what's the full name? Because it's like a beautiful name.
Yes, it's Zoya Vora Shah.
Very
It should be a designer.
Yeah,
really.
I'm in the wrong.
I can see
You're
my
the
wife
clothing
wearing
designer
that.
too, right?
ZVS.
Zoya
ZVS.
Zoya Vora Shah.
And you were in the wine business. Tell us how you got into the wine business, because we're very excited to hear about your store and Arizona wines, and it's all about sustainability and
Let's start us
supporting
with
local.
what started the passion and how you're doing what you do now.
Okay, so I started doing this wine thing, or wine found me, working at a very specific restaurant that had a huge wine list, and everybody would come in and order this wine, and I would pretend that I knew what I was doing, but I didn't.
Fake it till you
And
make
then,
it, right?
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah,
That's right.
because I was just wondering how people know all these things. And then one fine day, I had the wine rep from a company coming in and did a sensory tasting for me. A sensory tasting is where not only you taste the wine, but you also dissect what you're tasting. So first of all, learning how to taste
Was
and
it a
using all
blind
your
taste
senses.
too? Did you know what varietal or anything?
Yes, it
Okay.
was sensory in a sense that you're using all your senses.
Okay.
Your eyes, your ears, your your nose, everything, to really understand what you're doing. And then so it was dissected. So the wine, let's say a Chardonnay, was I had lemon next to me, a pesto next to me, as and a cheese that goes well with it. So when you smell something, also an apple, granny apple. So when you smelled the taste, you now know. They go, smell this, and why do people think there's apple? Well, let's smell the apple. Have some apple. Let's smell the lemon. Wow, it clicked. And something
that's
happened that day, and since then I've hyper focused on wine. That was 20 years ago, and I have pursued wine since then. So,
And now she has a little local wine store, wine tasting called
the Wine Collective of Scottsdale. It's in Old Town Scottsdale. Well, our tagline is representing the unrepresented. So a lot of the wineries don't have tasting rooms in Old Town Scottsdale
Right.
for many reasons. So we are here to represent them.
How exciting.
It is
Underground
quite
Arizona
exciting.
wine.
Such a
kinda.
cool thing, because we
Yeah.
go
Is
up
that
to
kind of how you describe it then?
What is it?
Kind of like the underground Arizona wines then, if they don't have their own tasting rooms.
Yeah, they're small production.
Yeah, small.
And
Okay.
I
we're
love
here
that.
to talk about it. We
So
represent them very well.
Give them more
We're-
attention.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then people go,
Yeah,
oh,
I've
we
talked
didn't
to you
know
about
Arizona made some amazing wine.
So is
yeah.
this first bottle we're
Drink that up.
tasting
It's
one of
from
the...
my store.
Okay, very
yeah.
cool. It's delicious.
Thank you.
Where's it
I wish I
located?
made it, but I'm happy to take the compliments.
Yeah.
So
Where is it located? Your
Good
store?
selection.
I
Old Town
am
Scottsdale
on
where?
the corner
Address?
of First Avenue and Scottsdale Road, 4020 North Scottsdale Road, Suite 104. I'm right across the street from Grimaldi's and right next to Haagen-Dazs.
Oh,
Can't
nice.
miss it.
That's
Can't
not a
miss
bad
it.
place to
And
be.
one street
No.
over from Gallery Andrea, our family art gallery.
Yay!
Gallery Andrea.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
wonderful. Well, I would love to collab there because
Exactly.
they do the
do wine
walk.
tasting at
You know,
the
the
Yes.
art
arts?
walk.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Would love to pour some wine for them.
Oh, they
Well,
would love that.
Everybody asks, where should I go? Where should I eat?
Now you
And
know.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Wonderful.
One thing we always do is we give our reviews of each bottle as we go. So how are we going to review
Wow.
Well, let's talk about this for a second.
It's
Why
delicious.
don't you introduce this wine?
Yes.
Zoya?
Okay. So we are drinking Laramita Cellars from
Laramita.
Wilcox, Arizona,
Wilcox.
and it's Tres Primas. It means three cousins. So this is a beautiful wine. Three cousins meaning Roussanne, Marsanne, Viognier, and a little bit of Malvasia Bianca, but mainly those three. So
Can you say
also
it again? A little slower.
Roussanne, Marsanne, Viognier, and then a little bit of Malvasia Bianca.
Okay.
Yeah, so 4 grapes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
3 majority of it. So there's like, if it's few percentage, it's not really considered a lot of it in
Right.
there.
Mhm.
Most of the time you're having blends, you just don't know it.
I love giving the description to what I taste and what everybody else tastes. I really taste a lot of citrus here.
Yes, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I was
taste it
getting
with
the same
you.
thing, that-
So
So
the
for-
nose is delicious. Yes, citrus.
And vanilla. I taste vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla cream, like almost like vanilla cream custard.
But there's something else on top
Yeah,
of it that
what
I
is
can't
it?
quite pick.
Let me try
So-
it. I have to know.
Come
So to
quads.
me, it has a little bit of like
Lots of
oakiness,
kumquat.
like a little bit
I
of
smell
like,
the oak.
so just to maybe like a little bit of neutral oak,
Yeah.
just
there's a
to give
touch.
the viscosity.
Yeah.
So there's a thing called mouth feel,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to do something either with the white wine. You do surly, just means that you're putting the grapes on top so that it can get
Which
like
are the
a
dead
heaviness
yeast cells.
to it.
Surly's and dead yeast cells. So when the
And-
wine sits on that,
Mhm.
it gives it a creamy texture.
Yep.
Got it.
And it gives the heaviness too.
Yes, yes.
Or you can lightly oak it, just
Mhm.
lightly, so it
Mhm.
gives the weight. So
Yeah.
either way,
Yeah.
you want to do that because white wine tends to not have that, and then it could just taste like very, very
Unless
light.
it's a California Chardonnay, then they love the oak.
Oh,
Okay.
yes,
Right.
I love this.
So,
But the
I
point
love
is
how
you
this
can.
description read. Owen, our intern, can you come over and read this? These your eyes are the freshest eyes. He doesn't need glasses. Can you read that to us?
This white blend is very floral on the nose, which notes of bright citrus, fresh peach, and dried apricot on the palate. A lovely wine for a sunny afternoon, but pairs with more richly flavored poultry and pork dishes.
There you go.
Say apricot.
Fantastic.
So we all missed that we didn't say
Yeah.
apricot. And now that I read that,
Oh, yep.
Or
I,
hear that.
I get
I
that
taste
apricot
it.
now. That
That's-
it's,
Yeah.
yep,
So-
that's what I was
yes.
missing.
Yes.
When we
It's
talk
the
about
it's the real powerful part of the apricot. It's not subtle. It's like that.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
also, this is a perfect, sexy summer
Salacious. Salacious. Today, that's the
Wine.
word of the day.
Salacious. This
Salacious.
is
sexy,
salacious.
salacious summer
can be-
sipper.
On the
That's selling
patio
by the seashore.
or by the pool and
Yeah.
drink this wine,
Yeah.
and it's going to be
Or
Oh, yeah,
naked
this
in
is
your
a-
pool with just a
or
rubber.
naked, you know.
Yeah, we
it
call these
depends.
barbecue wines.
There you go.
You could outside.
easy
it
going.
but it's got
But
the acidity
salacious.
that it'll hand up. It'll stand up to those
Yeah.
bigger things that you're going to eat at a
Acidity
barbecue.
is
Don't
with.
you see
essential.
you and Sherry skinny
in a
dipping and
summer
drinking
wine.
Oh
this?
hell yeah!
Acidity is essential in the summer
Oh,
wine.
gosh.
Agreed.
Acidity is what pops your your salivary glands,
I was
Mhm.
and your mouth starts watering, and it's refreshing. And that's what acidity does. You know, so
Yes.
that's why it's perfect for a summer sipper, a salacious,
Salacious.
sexy, salacious
Summer sipper, skinny
I
dipping
love it.
in
skinny
the
dipping
sexy.
in a sexy pool.
I just love Chet's face when Mom says skinny dipping. That's just my favorite part of the whole show.
Oh my goodness.
Not a lot of self-awareness going on today.
So, yeah.
Laramita Cellars. I love it.
And
you
so
know-
the winemaker's name is Greg.
okay,
wonderful
What's
guy.
his last name?
I'm very bad with last names.
Okay.
So it
But we
starts
know it's
with
Greg.
G.
That's right.
His last name is also starts with G.
Okay.
Yeah,
G.
I go by first names because I meet everybody.
Mhm.
So I just immediately go to first names.
That's fair.
And he started this as a hobby
Mhm.
in his
Mhm.
backyard. And now he has a full-fledged vineyards in Wilcox.
He's
It's
doing
very
some-
impressive.
He's doing some very interesting things too.
Very
with
cool
Pinot
stuff.
Noir.
Our
and
intern
just-
Owen
he's
is looking
really
up his name,
experimenting
Greg
with
something.
viticulturally. It's a lot of fun what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Chet, what is your review on this? What do you taste?
I already said apricot, kumquat.
come
All the odds.
Yeah.
Kumquat, sure. Why not?
He's trying to be salacious. Okay.
Not
And
really.
it's
It's
a
a
fresh
citrusy
peach.
fruit.
Fresh peach, yeah.
Fresh peach. Do you taste the
Yeah.
peach?
Mm.
Peachy Keen. Oh, you know that DJ, Peachy Keen. She needs to be drinking this because it's all peachy. It says fresh peach.
funny.
Yeah, Laramita.
Of course,
Cellars.
these are suggestions. You may or may not taste those flavors.
I was just
I
about to
taste
say
them.
that. I
Yeah.
agree
I
with
taste
you,
them all.
Richard.
No, I
But
taste
you
them
know,
all.
you also use general terms when we're talking about apricot, peach. Those are referred to as stone fruit
Yep.
because of the pit.
Mhm.
Apple,
Greg
plum.
Harmon.
Those are referred to as
Greg
tree
Harmon.
fruits.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have all fancy words
All kinds of
in the
fancy
wine
words,
world
right?
to make it more
Right,
intimidating.
right. Exactly.
or easygoing,
Yeah.
whichever way
Well,
you
know,
like
if
it.
you want to just speak in general, sort of, yeah, nice stone fruit.
Yeah,
Just come
that's what I
and
said.
say it.
That could mean,
Stone fruit.
yeah.
Yeah,
peach or
kumquat is
apricot,
actually a
you
type
know.
of citrus. So
Mhm.
you guys said
It
citrus.
is citrus.
Yes,
So we
it
are
is.
all on the
Kumquat
same
is,
page
yeah.
on kumquat.
Okay, we all taste a very sexy, salacious wine here, and it's great for the summer.
Yes.
And we can buy it at your store.
Absolutely. So I come in. Yeah, we represent them, and we have a few of their wines. There's a beautiful Syrah available right now. He makes a Pinot Noir rosé.
Yeah.
And what's his name again,
Oh,
Owen?
Greg. Oh, go ahead.
I almost bought that today.
Greg
but
Gonerman.
There you go.
That's right,
Thank
Gonerman,
you.
thank you.
Got it. We got it.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
I know.
I'm very
So
bad
Pinot-
with names, so yeah.
Pinot
I just-
Rosé. That sounds delicious.
So he's
It is.
one of only 2 people that grows Pinot Noir in the
Yep.
whole state of
That's
Arizona.
a
Really?
finicky grape. I'm surprised
Really?
that it's
Because
doing
well.
he
well.
loves to
It
go
must have
in the
the exact
vineyard
right terroir.
and tend to it
Exactly.
all the time.
Exactly.
It needs a lot of tending.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
So he makes sure that the trellis system is right. There's
Mhm.
coverage there. He tends to them quite a bit and
Yeah.
makes
Mm.
amazing Pinot Noir rosé and a Pinot Noir. So really impressed. Really
I've heard a
impressed
lot of
with this
people
stuff.
say to me, "Oh, Arizona wines are too expensive. They're too new to be that expensive." And it's like, really?
Not
If
anymore.
you're
Yeah,
drinking
no,
wine,
no.
if you're drinking wine and you care about our planet, you care about sustainability, and we're here saving the planet
One show at a time.
Or one
You
wine
need
at
to
a
be-
time is
exactly,
our-
Most of the
one wine
Arizona
at a time.
bottles that I've seen are between like $20 and $60. They're not that overpriced.
I think
I
they're
don't
the
think
right
they're
price.
overpriced.
I don't think they are
either.
either.
No.
But
Yeah, so
I get
what
a lot
road
of people
person
that say
told you
that.
That's because they don't know any better.
Well,
yeah.
because
It's comparing them to California wines.
Exactly.
I'm telling you
Or-
that
Passing it
because
in
they
bag of
taste
Franzia.
different from California wines. That we have a different terroir here. That's all.
Yeah.
But the quality of the wines is every good bit as good. That
Or better.
$30 Arizona wine is every bit as good as a $30 California wine. It just tastes a little
Well, like you
different.
can
That's
go to
not what they're
Costco
used
and you
to.
can get a lot of wines for $15.
Well,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But that is not helping our planet.
Yeah.
You need to save the planet
Listen.
by shopping local.
You have
Local.
any
And
idea
buying
what it costs to start
local.
a small family winery?
Oh, it's
Yes.
Sam Pillsbury didn't see profit for 20 years.
Yes.
It is definitely
Yes.
a delayed gratification
Yeah,
kind of a
exactly.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Because your grapes won't even make any good
Mhm.
wine for 5 years.
Yeah.
So you're investing in something
Yeah.
for 5 years.
Mhm.
You're just waiting. So I have mad respect for people who do
Yeah.
this. Absolutely.
So we're very
Yeah.
good friends here on the show with Sam Pillsbury. He's been on
He's
so
hilarious.
many times. We
I love him.
Yeah,
He's so ubiquitous.
we're good
Uh-huh.
friends.
And we just love his wines. We love. Do you sell his wines at your store?
Yes,
Good.
yes. He
Good.
was my first Meet the Winemaker series
Oh,
when I
great.
opened. So I opened
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he was my first one, and he was amazing, gracious, funny.
Yeah,
I feel like I am like that because I am one of those people. You
Yes.
either like me or you don't like me, and I love Sam
Yes.
Pillsbury. He's just
we do too.
like just funny and has amazing sense of humor.
And he says what he thinks, and I love
very
that.
creative, generous.
He's real.
I really enjoyed having him at my place. We were a sellout. It was like
Good.
first month, and
Yes.
this is
oh, that's
amazing.
fantastic.
So
Yes.
yeah, so
How often do you have these winemaker?
as often. So I am
Yeah.
having amazing. If you get to meet her,
I know
her name is
Yeah, I
her
saw
name is
that.
Brooke
Yeah.
from Vino Stash, one woman show,
yeah.
and I'm doing Meet the Winemaker with her on June 22nd.
And what does that cost?
Only $30.
Wow, that's
and
very
you get to
affordable.
meet her,
And what does that include?
and it includes 5 of her wines.
Okay, 5
And-
glasses.
5 tastes.
Five
5
taste,
glasses
okay.
would be little illegal. That's called over serving.
Right, right.
Well,
Exactly.
maybe we're all Uber in there. I don't.
Yeah.
I have my drivers.
Yeah, so no, I just do tasting, so it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be what you get really is you get to taste her wines, you get to
Mhm.
talk to her, and
Yeah.
you get to meet her, and she will
Mhm.
tell you all about why she did
It's a
this.
deal. I love it.
She's
It's,
great.
it's an
I've known her for
amazing.
years.
She does
She's great.
You should charge more.
Gratiano,
You should charge 50.
Montepulciano.
30's too low.
$30 is a
After-
really
after we
good
pay-
price.
Does 30 include some
Well,
snacks?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
she's
do
not
like
gonna
a
charge
boosh,
us.
boosh,
Right.
as a
So charge 100.
reception.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big dinner per place.
no,
you
but
know
this
what? I
passes
think
to
30. I'm
Dominic.
gonna
Maybe a
have a
little
little bit
cheese or
of
something,
I'm
yeah,
gonna have
yeah.
a little
Yeah, yeah.
food with it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually
Have some food.
creating, thinking of what to do.
Yeah, something
We have to finish
Yeah,
this up.
so it's gonna be a sellout. So
Okay.
if you wanted to get a ticket, I
You should
would
go.
say go
Mhm.
go on our
You'll like her.
website.
She's great.
The
love her wines.
dash
When is it again?
collective.com.
When again is it?
It's Thursday, June 22nd. Starts at 5:30. It ends at 8 p.m. and it's a sit-down thing. So
That's the same date as our. I'm not gonna say the name of the place because I don't want everybody to rush and buy a ticket, but we have really expensive wine dinner from France.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm buying a ticket. Give it
Awesome.
away.
all right.
Yeah.
So no worries, but I just think that it's gonna sell out because this is our
It will.
second
That's
time
great.
her coming in, and there's big fans, and she started out a few years back, and she's my biggest cheerleader, and so am I. Like, we're really
What time does that one start?
5:30.
Oh, we could get into that.
And
We get
then
started there.
it's just I love her, and her labels are beautiful. She's such an
She's
amazing
great.
winemaker.
I love her wine.
What does she
look
like? I mean, how
love
old
her
is she?
wine.
She's I think in her 40s, like
Okay.
early
Yeah,
40s.
Yeah.
She's a fantastic person, down
Okay.
to earth,
She and her
hardworking.
husband. It's it. Yeah.
Oh, she's married. Okay.
Yeah.
She makes the wine, she labels it, she delivers it, she does it
Yeah.
all. And whenever
That's
I'm
amazing.
calling
One
her,
woman
she
band.
goes, "Oh yeah, I have those wine. Let me label them, and I will bring it to you within a few hours."
Right.
Here
Really?
she is,
And
shows up
she-
with 4 cases of wine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Amazing.
how
Amazing.
hardworking she is,
Mhm.
and absolutely love her.
She's also a graduate of the Yavapai College Viticulture and Enology program, that 2-year program. She's another graduate who started her own winery. So, you know,
It's incredible.
Isn't it great?
So
Yeah.
this next bottle we're trying.
Okay, thank you.
Chateau
Ooh.
Tumbleweed.
Thank you.
Oh, we love that winery. We've had them on the show a couple times.
Yes, they
And,
are fantastic.
I'm trying to think.
for
Jeff,
this
is it
outdoors.
Hendricks? Is
So I
it
think
Hendricks?
it's a 2-couple team,
Jeff Hendricks.
and it's Chris.
I know Jeff.
Okay, so I think Jeff makes the wine. The wife, her name is Chris. She designs the label.
Yeah, it's Jeff Hendricks.
And then
Here we go, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hendricks.
So
Jeff Hendricks.
what I love about
Let me
the
see.
label
No, Joe
here.
makes the wine.
Well, Jeff
Joe-
Hendricks is.
Jeff-
It's 2 couples that own it.
I
Yeah.
know. Jeff does more of the viticulture. Joe makes the wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I like about this wine, every time I'm doing
fabulous.
a tasting, is that first of all, the label always has tumbleweed on it. Okay. Second thing, they're so amazing here. They're gonna tell you exactly what is in there,
Yep.
when it was picked, what the pH balance was, for people to really understand and enjoy their wine. Instead of making it intimidating, they're making it very approachable.
I love
I
that.
I
agree.
love
I
that.
love that.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I think if you're going to a party, I like to grab Chateau Tumbleweed because I like the pictures,
Oh gosh, yeah.
or Pillsbury because Pillsbury has the cool sayings on his wines. You know, the names are so cool, like Diva. You know, Diva's so cool. You know,
Wild Child.
Wild
is one of the
Child,
best,
so
yeah.
sexy.
The labels
yeah.
are incredible.
Robot,
think
I think.
Chris does the
are-
labels too.
I
Look
love
at that, it's
it.
amazing.
The artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just so gracious and amazing. I remember when I had a lot of delays to open this place. I sent this email out to everybody, and they're like, they don't know me. So I literally did a resume, sent out the resume, my business plan to every single winery.
I love that.
Oh, great.
Because I was like, you don't know. So many people must have come to you and said, I'm opening a business, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I want to carry your wine.
And you did this 1 year ago.
Yeah, so actually my delay was quite a bit. So
Yeah.
I sent this out, and they were gracious to say, come on down, let us taste you the whole portfolio. Gave me a VIP treatment, and been really nice to me. So
Well,
very, you know,
what you're
it's just
doing is amazing because I've been saying for probably the last 3 years, somebody needs to open up a wine tasting place
just for
that's
Arizona wine.
only Arizona
She has been
wines.
saying that for quite
Yeah.
a while now.
because
Yeah.
it's going to be a hit.
Yeah, it is already a
It
hit.
is a hit.
I mean, okay, but it's only, okay because
It's
I
I'm
mean-
telling you, I you know, I had to do my business plan and financials, and I have gone beyond what I thought I was going to do in the
That's
first
great.
year.
well because like for
That's
So
example, the
awesome.
I mean,
tourists,
I
the
love to
response
hear
has been so
like the
good.
tourists come into the gallery and they want to know where can I go
Yeah.
to you know taste
Mhm.
this and you know what kind of food and wine and this and that. And,
We're on
and
the
we-
wine trail.
Nice,
Have you
huh?
heard of the wine trail
Yes.
in Old Town
Yes.
Scottsdale? Peggy was gracious and so generous to invite me into the wine trail. So
Peggy
Yeah, that's right.
I was
From
on
LTV Winery.
Yes.
I'm really
I
bad with
was
last
on.
names.
I know. I can barely pronounce it, but I was on the board of directors with her for Value Theater, and
Yes,
she is
yes.
a lovely.
Yes.
Lovely.
She's
It
a
was
marketing
so much
machine.
Fun. She is, and she is hilarious.
Yes.
She cracked us up in the board meetings quite
Yeah.
a bit.
She's so.
Chad has a question.
Oh, how cool
she
is that?
just-
Oh, not a question. I was just, we always kind of give our ratings. I love this rosé,
Oh,
but
yes, we do.
so far, which one would I take to the pool first? I would go with the Laramita.
Would you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See this? I like this.
Like, if I go
rosé.
to a
I would
pool-
take this one.
Oh, wow.
I would take both.
It's a
but
great rosé.
But you can only
It's a
take one.
wonderful
Your other
rosé.
arm's full. You
This
grab
is-
one bottle on the way to the pool party.
Yeah, if you
Mark.
can only
I'll
take
give
one.
you this
Okay.
one, and I'll take the.
This
how's
rosé
that?
is
I will share.
multi-dimensional.
Yeah,
It's great with
Sangiovese,
so many.
yeah.
It's Sangiovese, Graziano,
So good.
and what was the other one?
I think Grenache.
I think if it's
Oh.
really hot
Oh, here, Let
outside,
me see the bottle.
if it's really hot outside, the Laramita goes better if it's
Grenache,
super
you're right.
hot.
Yeah, Grenache.
But if,
Yeah.
if it's
Wonderful.
later in the
Fantastic.
evening and it's
Wonderful
cooler,
blend, Yeah.
Yeah.
you're eating a
Love it.
steak.
Nice acidity
Well,
to it.
Graziano.
And it's strawberries
Roberto.
and watermelon and like.
Yeah, so here you've got Sangiovese, an Italian grape. You've got Graziano, a Spanish grape,
Mhm.
and then Grenache, which is also Spanish or French.
Garnacha.
Sorry.
Garnacha.
Yeah.
Ricardo. Wait,
Garnacha.
Ricardo.
What's the name of the grape?
Ricardo.
Graziano.
Graziano.
Yes.
I'm talking to
Could
you.
be
Yes.
Ricardo. I
Yes.
call him Ricardo.
I know.
He's Richard, but I call him Ricardo. I'm trying to get your attention. I called you
Yes.
Roberto for a second. Had it in your mouth.
Yeah.
But it's
You have my
Ricardo.
attention.
Okay. What would you eat? What would you pair this with?
Oh gosh, so many things. Smoked salmon, barbecue. I mean, the list is endless.
Steak.
Maybe.
So this is what I suggest to people. If you're having people over or you're going to a restaurant,
Yes.
always start out with this bubbles or rosé.
Yep.
It will go with anything and everything
Yes.
that's in front of you.
Yes.
Rosé is
And then when
very-
you
yeah.
order your entree, then the next glass should be matching what you're having.
Mhm.
So rosé
Interesting.
is a best bet no matter who's coming over to your house.
It's very
Agreed.
versatile.
I invite
yeah.
people all the time. Rosé to start. If
Okay,
you're
when
white
are we
wine,
invited?
well, soon. I make some mad Indian food.
All right.
So,
Really?
Yeah, we-
oh gosh,
Really?
I
Are you kidding?
love cooking. And
Really?
Oh.
This is summertime is chaat food. I don't know if you know about it, but it's a street food, and we have summer street food and we have winter street food. And I'm into my. So if you want to come over, I will make you some
I'm in.
bhel puri and pani puri
Oh,
and
man.
like
God, you
Well,
have
I would-
and then
my
I would
attention.
definitely say bring Laramita or
Yeah.
bring Chateau Tumbleweed because it'll go well with
Yeah.
the funky,
Everything.
pungent Indian food because we just love every spices. We want it everywhere.
Yes.
And so
we're
salacious.
lot of salacious.
Now that's salacious.
That is
That
salacious.
is
Indian
salacious.
food
It is salacious.
This is appropriate
definitely
term.
salacious.
Yes.
So salacious.
We just love to
Yeah.
just have all the flavors.
So we can have Junk the Band, Martin's in a band.
True.
I know it is.
We can have Junk the
Perfect.
Band play. You can cook your food, and we can do it at the big music mansion, and we
Yeah.
can do a
Or
fundraiser.
you can come over
To your
and
place.
you can have the guitar
Ooh.
and it's gonna be amazing. And I'm being serious. Now
I'm
you're
very
gonna be
serious.
surprised. You're like, oh, she's texting us. Ugh. Like,
Oh no, we're coming
Oh,
over.
no,
Yeah, no, I'm in.
We're counting on it.
We'll be collaborating all the
counting on
time
it.
here. I'm not kidding. This is
yeah, so
So-
I'm serious. I want to make that, and this will go really well with that. So is Laramita. So with spicy food, I would say you cannot go wrong
Which one's
with
better
any
for spicy
rosé.
food?
Both of them,
Both of them.
because you're not
Okay.
just gonna have
And
one
this
bottle,
one-
right?
This one really opened up differently. I
No,
saved
of course not.
I saved a little of the white, and
It's
it tastes really different now. After just
Really?
sitting
Of
there.
course.
Yeah, it's much smoother. It's got
That's what happens
Sweeter.
to real wine that has living microbes in it.
it changes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I
alive.
love
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
alive.
Oxygen
It
with
is.
the-
Yes.
with that. So
Okay, we have 2 more bottles of wine, so
Well,
let's.
we have one
kind
more
of-
from.
and how much more time do
one
we have?
more.
A little under or over 26 minutes.
Good.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
We're back.
We have another
Okay,
wine.
So we have enough time. Okay.
From the collective, Scottsdale Collective of AZ Wines, and this is a red wine. Now let's talk about this for a minute. Why would you have a red wine as a sexy, salacious summer sipper?
I didn't want to, but
I'll
you
tell
insisted.
and I'll tell you why. Because red wines are for summer drinking too,
Okay.
especially with that have a good level of acid and some nice fruit, not too heavy. and guess what? You chill them down a little bit.
Yes.
Interesting.
You
Okay.
should
Yeah.
be drinking your red wine
I would've-
between 55 to 65.
Yes.
In the summertime.
Yes.
And I would say chill at 55. And that way you will only get the best part.
Yep.
And also, this particular wine that you're about to drink
Thank you.
goes really well with barbecue.
Yep.
The barbecue meat,
Exactly.
like pork and barbecue
But what if
sauce.
we're not barbecuing?
Wow.
That's fine if you're not doing
We'll go with
that.
other
I mean,
things
what if,
too.
what if I'm
Yeah.
making like a chicken paprikash or something? Will
That
it-
would go
Perfect.
really well with that
Perfect.
as well.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
But since we're talking about salacious summer sippers,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I
yes.
thought maybe I would say
You're in the pool.
barbecue, because we do the smoke the ribs
Yeah.
with the barbecue sauce, Japanese barbecue sauce.
Mm.
And if you brought this with
Wow, that's
at
a lot
my
lighter
place,
than I was
this
Yes.
would be perfect
Exactly.
with that. So spicy food in that
It's
wine
not
is
a
gonna go
heavy
really
wine.
well.
It's a
Well,
lovely
because
red
you
wine
own the store,
that has
the Wine
acidity,
Collective of
that has
Scottsdale.
spice.
We show up with no wine because you have the wine.
Yes,
Beautiful.
for sure. So for sure.
Wow.
We show
Right?
up with swimsuits.
Right? So
And
this
we bring the music, and we bring the mics, and we do a show.
All right, King, you gotta pour that into this glass,
Okay.
and then
Taste
let
it.
him
No, I
pour you
haven't.
this red. It's
Oh, okay.
that way you have both, but
Taste
this
it. Okay.
is really special.
yeah. And this is made by Rune Wine
Mm,
Company.
mm.
This is their
I
second
love
label.
Rin, really?
Yeah, this
This
is
is Rin.
Brigand.
Brigand's
Yeah.
Oh my
Posse.
gosh, I love Rin.
And
And-
so this is a really cool blend of Carignan,
Wow. Wow.
Tannat,
That could
two
be my
kind of
favorite.
obscure grapes that aren't, and Mourvedre.
Yep.
Mm.
All
AKA
French.
Monastral.
All
But it's
French.
kind of like picking your favorite child. They're like you can't
I
pick
love
it.
this.
They're like
Yeah.
you can't pick a favorite child.
No, you cannot.
They're all your favorite.
Oh, I can pick a favorite
So-
wine pretty
So
easily.
wait. So
I
I
pit them
get
against
Sounds
each other.
similar.
so I get asked all the time what my favorite wine is,
my
and
goodness.
mind you, we have
It's a
40 bottles open.
I read
right?
that. 40
And
plus Arizona wines.
and I just use that. I go, do you have a favorite child, and would you tell that to people? And they go,
I love
no.
that. I
And
love
I go,
that.
well, then I won't tell you.
I love it. That's a beautiful answer.
Do you have
Because
kids?
Make up your own
I do
dang
not,
mind.
but I know that.
Do you have a cat or dog?
I do.
Do you
There
have
you
multiple
go.
cats or
I
dogs?
don't yet, but I will. So yeah. But it just, it's just.
See,
it's-
Owen, you're an only child. You don't have to worry about anybody picking another kid over you.
You're definitely their favorite.
hope.
That would suck if you were.
Do you feel favored?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we have to say a prayer for Owen's dad. Owen's dad is just survived a massive heart attack, open heart surgery, and he's doing well. Today he's doing really good.
Good
so
thing he's a tough old bird.
yes, yes. So let's say a
I've
prayer.
only met him twice, but you could tell he was tough.
Well, he's so tough because he was doing a couple of remodels for me,
Mm-hmm.
and bless his heart, he was like working so hard, and he would like take, after hours, you'd see him keeled over, kind of like not feeling good, and I'm not gonna say his doctor's name, but his doctor was giving him some pain medicines because hold on, Richard, I'm talking.
Class.
Class.
Tasting.
And so his doctor was just
This is
giving him
supposed to be
pain
a
meds.
pro drinking episode.
I know, but I'm just gonna talk. I want to bring awareness to this.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah, so
sometimes
don't drink. Actually,
No,
Be
listen.
healthy.
No, it is healthy to drink.
What?
In moderation. It
Yeah.
is.
Did you hit your head?
It is. No, it is. It is. It is.
Totally.
Totally is. My grandma's 100.
You heard it here first. Drinking is healthy.
Yeah, my grandma died at
continue with
105, and she drank every day. She did.
Continue
Wine.
with your
Wine.
story, though.
Wine.
I want to hear
Wine.
what you're saying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is the awareness of the fact that he was going to this doctor that did not tell him to see a cardiologist. And this doctor didn't, now looking back, I see all the signs. He had all the signs.
Yes.
And he was just giving him pain meds to deal with like his shoulder pain and these other pains he was having. Well, he needed to see a cardiologist. So he was working like a Turk, like he was working 24/7, and then he keeled over, and his lawyer friend that he was remodeling for,
Working like a what?
working hard, and so took him to the hospital, took him to the wrong hospital, and the nurse at that hospital still didn't see these signs that it was heart attack. And thank God Owen's mom saved his life because she said he's having a heart attack, and the nurse is like, I don't think so. I think he's, I took a blood
Outrageous.
test.
Outrageous.
And he was at a hospital that couldn't detect if they don't have the machinery for it. Because if you have, and that's why, here's awareness, number one. If somebody's not feeling good and they need to go to the hospital, if you want to send them to the hospital, don't drive them there.
Call 911.
Because
Thank
the paramedics would have known he's having a heart attack.
Yes.
Oh.
They would have taken you
Paramedics-
to the right
Hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
He went to the wrong
That's
hospital.
very good.
Yes.
And he was there hours before his Owen's mom
Oh my
started
goodness,
freaking out.
thank
going,
you for
yes,
that's a good
Yeah.
that's a very good advice.
Yeah.
yes.
And also I would add that sometimes you have to just be your own best person to know your body and say something's really wrong, and
But the
even though
problem is
my
some-
doctor is saying nothing.
But some people don't like speak back to authority. Like, okay, like this person, they went
You
to
should,
school.
they're human
They
beings.
don't, and I'm
They're-
here,
they
and
make mistakes.
he's telling me this, and so a lot. Like I would say, at least 50% of the population would just. And I freaked out after about an hour. I go, "Where is the doctor?" And I called my doctor friends. I started calling, and then one of my doctor friends said, "Call 911," and my sister called 911, and then all of a sudden there were 5 people in the room, and he was then.
Okay, so we're
taken to
happy
another
Ray's
hospital.
doing better.
So,
Let's get
he's
back
doing
to
great.
the wine.
So back to the wine.
Okay.
Wine's good for your
Okay,
heart.
well, good to know though.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you for
This has
telling me
been
this.
a
Yes.
public service announcement. In the green.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, and good. And a
Appreciate it.
So
and a
back to
good
the wine.
reminder.
Well, okay, but while we're on it, the
Some more.
recommended
That's
healthy
really good.
amount of alcohol consumption per week per Andrew Huberman, who's like the head of like neuroscientist at Stanford. He says that only 2 drinks per week is the healthy number.
Well, I don't
So-
agree with that because my grandma lived to be 105 with.
Okay, well,
totally
you know more than
lucid,
the Stanford scientist.
And she
then,
would have,
but,
yeah, I do.
That's
All right, hold on,
She
hold
had
on,
2
hold on. I
glasses of
have, I
wine
have,
per
I have
day.
counter data, and I'm not disputing that data. However, I took a class from a gentleman that studies at the Santa Fe Institute, and he's a longevity expert.
Yeah.
And what he
Okay.
recommends is 2 glasses of red wine,
Yes.
because you have to have the resveratrol,
Reserve
is what
wine.
really
The
helps
skin
with
of the
Yeah.
Yes.
the red
and with dinner. You have
Yes.
to eat it with food.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is the what he says shows much longer longevity
Yeah.
because it
Mhm.
reduces stress.
Agreed.
Right.
And so that's what
There-
that's
yeah.
just a counter data point. I'm not saying
It's-
you're wrong. That's just what I've heard.
And my
from
grandma always
doctors
had
There
as
are
well.
wine with
centuries
dinner,
of evidence
1
for
or 2
that in
glasses.
the Mediterranean diet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay,
They all
where
drink
yeah.
wine every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the evening with dinner, with food.
And
Yeah.
I think it has to do with the happiness. So
But not hard liquor. That's
socially,
bad.
right? So it's also a social
That's a
thing.
big
Yes.
Every single
aspect.
person that has lived a long time, and they would tell you that happiness, laughing, and having a drink
Yeah.
per day is how they've lived long time. There's a whole studies about that, and now of course with the doctors, they're limiting that because they're only seeing one thing. They're not looking at things holistically.
But if
right?
I'm going to live to be 90 with my wine,
Oh,
or
yeah.
200 without wine, I'll take 90 with my
yeah.
wine.
Yeah.
I'm
I
down with that.
personally think I'm gonna live longer because I'm drinking wine.
I'm
I totally
No
think
question.
so.
But I don't want the hard liquor because I know that'll kill
yeah,
me
but
at 60.
it's not just drinking; it's part of a healthy lifestyle,
It is.
and what you eat, of course, is very
And
important.
wine, yeah.
But
And
add wine to it,
Yeah.
and it's not going to take anything away.
Yeah, for sure.
well, and that's an
In
important point,
moderation.
and
In
I think
moderation,
that's
of course. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Thank you.
Great minds
hold on.
think alike.
You can drink too much water and die.
Yes.
That's right.
You
can.
Mhm.
You can. People don't know that people have died from drinking too much water.
That
So-
sounds like something an alcoholic would say.
That's a good one.
It's true. It's true.
Oh.
My sister Andrea was hiking Grand Canyon and drank too much water. She ended up in the emergency room. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know
Wow.
you could die from drinking too much water.
Have
Yeah.
they never
You
heard of
can.
electrolytes? Like
Yeah.
everybody knows you have to consume electrolytes with the water,
Yeah.
otherwise
Not
it just
everybody.
washes all the
No,
salt
I
out.
did not know
everybody.
that.
People with common sense, I guess.
That's a good one.
Anyway, back to wine number 4.
Back to wine, yeah.
Oh, so this one is my
It's
favorite.
number 3,
Now
actually.
you understand why I said red wine too?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did it really. Richard, you know what to do.
Thank you.
Come on, Richard.
Richard's the expert here. Come on.
No.
I am a professional wino.
So Richard, tell us who you are and how to find
A
you.
winoceros.
Richard Betts.
Rhinoceros.
Richard Betts is my name, and wine is my game. My email address is rwinebets@aol.com.
Okay.
My middle name is Wine. Did you catch that? rwinebets.
That's
At
amazing.
AOL.com, because I'm old school and no fool when it comes to wine.
I think your band name should be Professional Wino. I think that's
Well,
a great band name.
I do prefer to myself as a professional winer, but mine the spelling WINEAUX.
Oh yes.
Ah.
Bit of class there, what? Yeah.
So how?
You're
So
classy as F.
so you drink wine. You drink wine a lot. You judge wine. You're in books. You,
We were both judges this
That's
year in the
true.
Governor's Cup, right?
We were
He's a big deal.
invited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
so
big deal.
we were
Richard
invited
being
to
judgy, I
judgy.
can't believe it.
Dude, when it comes to wine,
He's-
I have a little background.
He's also good with Pilates. He kicks ass.
I believe
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I believe
yeah.
it.
How old are you, Richard?
75, thank you very much.
Look at it.
No.
Look at
Yeah,
it.
I know.
What did I say?
Come on.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, don't
Come
you
on,
think?
Richard.
Okay, wait. You actually look great for 75.
Well, I look great
Kudos
for
to you.
55.
You
But
do.
kudos to
You
you.
He
absolutely
does. He
do.
does. He does.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
he
wine,
does.
I tell you.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Well, no, Richard does Pilates every day, and
Yeah, he
and he
does.
hikes every day.
He's-
And I hike with him about 3 times
Well,
a
and
week.
I think that
Well,
that's
yeah,
an
but he
important
looks
thing to-
fantastic. Like, okay, for reference, Harrison Ford is in the new Indiana Jones movie, and he's 80, and he doesn't look as good as Richard.
Yeah,
So,
Oh.
I'm being serious. In the trailer, he looks like if a real person hit
That
him and he turned into a
Hollywood,
puppet.
that Hollywood lifestyle really beats you up, you know?
Yeah, right.
But
You
they also,
kind of
they
had a
also-
Hollywood lifestyle.
But they,
No, I
they also
haven't.
spend money on all
No.
the like crazy trainers and all that. So you've
Yeah,
still
I
done a
know.
great job taking care of yourself. So
I
we're
do- I
just
take
giving you
care of
kudos,
myself.
Richard.
Thank you.
That's
I appreciate
amazing.
Thank you. Richard hikes every day, and how many days a week do you do your Pilates?
it. 5.
Yeah,
Monday
he's
through
there all the
Friday.
time.
So that really goes to show
Yeah.
you that like yoga, Pilates saves the body. It
And then
preserves the body.
also drinking wine.
Oh yeah.
See,
But
this
it's
is,
Yes,
all of it.
yes,
and I
yes,
think going back
yes.
to
And
Chet's
be
point
happy.
is
Yes,
you can
yeah.
drink 2 glasses of wine with dinner, but you also need to be exercising. You also need
Yes.
to
Yes.
be
That's what I'm
saying.
being
Yes.
active.
Lifestyle.
having
No,
friends,
you can't
having
just-
connection.
right,
That's
it's
what I'm
just-
saying. It's
right.
just
Yes.
It's a
It's-
whole package.
it's
It's,
a
not one
holistic
thing.
way
And,
of
Holistic.
and people that drink
That's
wine
the
that live
word.
long
Yes.
eat great food. You can't be eating fast food. You
All the
can't be
time.
eating like ever. I never eat. My grandma never.
How much time do we
never
have?
ate fast food.
How much time do we have?
We have 20 minutes.
Okay,
How much do we
yeah.
have?
Fun fact though is that if you are
That's like 15
exercising,
minutes.
I want to get it.
if you are exercising
Yeah.
and your regimen is healthy, you can eat some junk food and it's not going to
Yeah.
affect
Once
you.
in a
No,
while.
do you want to know? Do you want to know how I know this?
Never eat junk food.
I was reading a
no processed, no
it was a-
junk.
I was reading an article from an NBA player, and he was talking about what he had to do his rookie season. And every single city, when they would get there, their tradition was to make the rookies go get the whole team Chick-fil-A. But it goes to show you, whole NBA teams eat Chick-fil-A every single city they go to.
They do
So-
not.
Yes, they do. You're not listening to the story I just said.
Are you sure
They
that's
do.
accurate?
They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm
So
not
some of the
surprised.
best pro athletes in the world are eating total junk food consistently. So it goes to show you that if you're training every day rigorously and most of your diet's healthy, you can get away with 2 glasses of wine a day, or you can get away with a little bit of Chick-fil-A every day. But it's, are you training heavily and are you taking care of your body in other ways to make
Yeah.
up for it?
And also eating more fruits and vegetables and other things.
Plant-based.
And then, of course, that's a
Yeah.
treat. So that shouldn't be part of your meal. It should be a treat, right?
Exactly.
So you could totally reward yourself.
Exactly. So that 2 glasses of wine a day is healthy if you're also being having an active lifestyle.
Exactly.
But if you're being a couch potato and just
Yeah.
drinking a bottle of
Yeah.
wine a
Yeah.
day,
Oh,
then you're
no,
putting yourself in the
no.
grave early.
Yeah.
So it's all
Yeah.
about what are you doing to make up for it? Are you training? Are you doing yoga, Pilates, running, swimming?
Hiking,
Do something.
Any
So
of it.
many things.
Well,
yeah.
I dance
Weights.
around.
Yeah.
Owen, have you seen it?
Kinga,
You see
you
it?
He's like, I wish I hadn't, but I have.
Let's be real.
Big
You're
eyes.
vibrant.
That's right. That's right. You have a very high vibration.
You do. Yeah.
But my grandma did.
You've already burned this
My
wine off.
grandma
I believe it.
lived happily and thriving till a couple days before she died
Yep.
at 105,
Wow.
and she was always active.
Yep.
She was never just sedentary. Unless
Yeah.
she was reading a book for about an hour, she was always doing something
Yeah.
to improve
Also-
something, to help others.
Well, it's interesting because my grandmother lived till 2 weeks before she was 99. Never touched a drop of alcohol, and she was
Okay,
not.
no mic for you. Stop it. Go
Hold
away.
on, hold on. I'm just saying she was not the happiest person in my family.
Okay. All right.
I loved her. She taught me a
yeah.
lot, but I wonder if she'd been a little bit more fun if she would have had a little, a little something.
Yeah.
Okay,
for sure.
I love Mormon people, but I would never date a Mormon.
Yeah.
Unless
Well,
they're
she
Jack
was.
Mormon.
She wasn't Mormon.
Unless they're Jack Mormon.
Do they not work like?
My
Let's
whole
not-
family
let's
doesn't
not-
Broke
drink.
your rule.
Yeah,
You broke
so-
a rule.
Oh,
You talked
Yes.
about religion.
okay, let's take this out.
So here's the thing.
Cut.
My
Start
whole
over.
family's vegetarian. They don't drink at all.
Mhm.
And I can tell you they're not happy, right? Because being vegetarian doesn't mean you're going to be the healthiest because now you're eating a lot of junk food because a lot of processed
Well, breaded.
Yes.
They call them breaditarians, right?
There
A lot
you
of
go.
palm and all
Or
that.
just
Yes.
eating so much like white, flour, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Never drank, and so I don't know. I mean, of course they're like that's better, but I'm like, are you happy? And they're not happy.
Well, I love what you're
So-
saying because somebody I know.
Well,
that-
purpose is what gives you happiness.
And also have purpose,
Yeah.
right? If you're 99 years old, you should have somebody you're gonna call, or somebody's come to visit, something you have a hobby about.
Yeah.
You have a full life. If you don't have that, just what's the use? You know,
So
live your
Well, and so
life.
that's where it becomes a very intricate difference. Is that if you're drinking wine because you enjoy it and you enjoy the intricacies of how they make it, then that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
If you're just drinking wine to
To
drink
get
it, to get
drunk.
drunk, then that's not.
Not.
That's
So
terrible.
it's-
That's exactly
So
right.
That's why it's awesome
Terrible.
for people that get really into something and they enjoy the intricacies of it and how it becomes an art form essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds amazing. I agree with you. All right.
Cheers. Let's say to saving the planet one show at a time.
One wine.
Supporting
at a time.
local, supporting
Yay.
the name of your,
The Wine Collective of
You want
Scottsdale.
some?
which
No,
I
you're
will
good.
finally memorize.
It
And
sounds
Zoya.
like a title. There's a reason why it sounds like
Wine
it's a
Collective
of
of
Yes.
Scottsdale.
Why didn't you
There
just
go.
call it AZ Wines?
Because there's another collective in Arizona. There's collective all over the
There's
world.
one in
so
Tucson.
basically, collective just means you have a collective of different wineries.
But why
Or
didn't you just call it
vineyards.
See,
Arizona
for me,
Wines?
it
She already
sounds like
named
you're
it,
part
so
of
it's
the
kind of
Illuminati.
rude to suggest another name.
No, there's a reason because if I open a second place,
Oh.
it would be, let's say, the Wine Collective of Cottonwood.
Right,
Or
okay.
Wine Collective or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it
yeah.
might be.
Mhm.
It could be in
That's
different
smart.
states that represents their winery or
That's
wine
smart.
culture.
Cottonwood is
so
also
when
what
I did
happened.
this, there's a reason why I
That's smart.
named it. I know it
Yeah.
sounds like a freaking, like a title. Here comes.
I mean,
No, but
you
you're
know,
looking.
I
but you're
said to somebody
looking
what
at
it was
it.
called, and they said, "Why is it that big long name?" And I go,
There's a reason why. I
Okay.
thought about,
Okay.
what will happen next, and you should always think of your business to grow.
"To grow and expand."
And if you might not, but you should
It will.
always think that.
Oh no,
and,
well,
and so that's why I did that. I know there's
But it's a
reason
cool name,
for
actually.
it. So yeah, thank you.
it's a cool name.
Yeah.
The
But you
Wine
can
Collective
just say-
of Scottsdale.
Collective, it's
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
you
The
know.
collect. The
The
collect.
collective.
Sounds like,
We're here to
sounds like
collect
a
your
Star Trek
wine.
episode.
Oh my God, the Borgs!
Oh,
they
yeah,
come in and they
right,
assimilate
yes,
you.
absolutely.
Oh shit!
So you're the Wine Collective.
Oh my God!
That's right. So your ship is in the shape of a bottle.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
This is the ship in the space.
Oh, I love
And we're
it.
the Wine
And this is
Collective. So
Captain Zora.
Captain's, what is it? Log. I'm a big Trekkie, so don't
Me
even
too.
stress.
Oh, yes.
Wait, we gotta
I've
do
seen
this.
it all.
That's hilarious.
That's right.
Great.
Live long,
and
prosper with wine.
Wine,
Woo-hoo.
yeah. That would be a
Oh,
great.
and you had
How much
Now
more
you gotta
fun?
do
Can
the-
how much
Imagine
more
having
fun?
a wine label with that on it.
That's right.
Imagine.
How much fun
Right?
would
You just
Vulcans
gave
be
me an
if they
idea.
drank
Right?
Arizona
I'm
wine?
sure
Let's
you
just
just-
Wait, I think
be honest.
everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta bring us all real
Okay,
second.
okay.
We have
Oh,
another one
please.
here.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, but wait.
stop having
This
fun.
is. This
Oh, wait,
is,
wait, hold on.
this
Let's
is-
ask Richard. Richard,
Okay,
okay.
I need, please, to beg your, for a little time
Yeah.
to update.
Set this one
Update.
up.
Oh, wait, Richard, let me
Previous
ask you a
story
question about
on-
the Arizona ones first.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Let's
go.
say you got your hand
Second.
got bitten off by a shark, and then you got to go to the beach party. Which of these 3 bottles are you grabbing with your other hand? Which one?
I can actually pick up 3 bottles with
Yes.
one hand.
Oh wow!
So
Okay.
talented.
That's an evolved. That's a political answer.
Hold on.
Bravo.
What if
Bravo.
a
Right, the shark
rattlesnake?
bit off
Okay.
4 of your other fingers.
That is so
Or
good.
3 of your other fingers. Do it.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm bringing all 3.
Wait, hold on. Chet. What if a rattlesnake got him?
Then he'd be dead. Bad hypothetical.
What if a rattlesnake and a scorpion got him, and then he could only
So
hold
a
one
rattlesnake and a scorpion walk into a bar.
Yeah.
Which one?
What he's
okay.
what he's trying to
Stop
ask me
it.
is one of my
Okay,
favorite
Richard,
wines.
listen.
What my
Richard.
my
Trying to
favorite
give you
wine
more
is.
wine.
Richard,
I don't
I've got a
have
question
one.
for you.
Yes.
You're on your deathbed because you're on the death. What do you call it?
So dark, so
You know they're gonna kill you.
You're on death row
Death
for
row.
killing Kinga.
And, yeah. And
She asked you an annoying question on the
And you can
podcast.
only have
One
one
last
glass of
question.
wine
You snapped.
with
Of
your
these
last
of
meal.
these 3?
Yeah.
Of these 3 wines.
Yes.
Oh, I'll go the middle ground, take the tumbleweed.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go.
Oh.
Rosé.
wine.
Rosé.
You take the
Rosé.
rosé, yeah.
Olé.
Olé.
You choose the
The
rosé.
rosé.
Tell
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Now let me give
We
you
milked the answer out of him.
let me give you an update on a story that we covered a couple of months ago, and that is the Boyer Family Winery, of which you're a big fan.
I'm
Oh,
a
that's
huge
right.
fan.
And
I bought
as
cases
you
of it.
know, the Boyer Family Winery is a project
And they've
of
been on
Vincent
the show. They've all been on the show.
of Boyer Martineau in Meursault, Burgundy, in France, right?
They're amazing,
And
yeah.
this is his
Lovely
passion
humans.
project.
I might
Yeah.
call him right
The
now.
Chardonnay
Oh,
and
we got
Pinot
5
Noir
minutes.
Okay,
made
5
in Santa Lucia, Highlands and Monterey, from Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, but done in the Burgundian style. So it's
Yay,
a totally
so
different
exciting.
wine. Now, here's the cool thing. Somm
Wow.
Journal, which is the
Wow.
trade mag for Somms all over the country. Meredith May, who's the publisher and editor-in-chief, I met her and told her the story about the wines, and she said, "Oh, I want to write about
You
this
told me about that. You were
in
excited.
some journal."
We
So
hiked and talked
here's,
about this.
here's the new June-July issue, and there it is. Hands Across the Sea. And she talks about the story of Vincent meeting his American partner, U.S. partner, named
That's been on our show, Gabriel Justice. He's been
who
on the
now
show a
lives in
couple times.
Scottsdale.
Oh, nice.
And this is their passion project. So
We'd love
update.
to
You've
have
tasted
you
the
on.
wine you love. Here's an update for you though that's very exciting. Now this is the 2019 Chardonnay.
And it's only
which-
sold in Arizona.
That is correct.
Fantastic.
This
I'm
is the
excited.
2019 Chardonnay, which is the premier vintage.
Half off now.
We
Summer
now
sale.
You're jumping ahead. Stop it. Stop it.
That's what I do.
Boy, yeah, boy.
I'll hold her back.
If I
I'll
may
got her.
continue.
I got her, Richard.
Yeah,
Go.
please.
Go.
So, we now have the 2020 Chardonnay in the warehouse, and we thought it'd be a good idea to give people an excellent price. Our summer, a salacious summer deal.
Special.
Right?
Salacious summer
Special.
Salacious
Special.
summer special. That's
Special.
right.
Sizzling and
A
sexy.
salacious
Sizzling
summer
special.
blowout.
Blow up.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Wouldn't that?
And I'm not talking about your hair.
Ow.
But so we're actually selling this now to restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
The normal price
65.
is 65 wholesale.
That's what I paid.
We're going to sell it to restaurants at $25 a bottle. Buy the glass only.
Wow.
And you know we are an independent wine company,
Mm-hmm.
winery. We don't use a distributor. We have a winery direct
And we have
license, so
Richard
we're
Betts.
able to sell directly to the consumer.
And
Nice.
Richard Betts is
And
the
guess
one.
what? The consumer, for the summer, Salacious Summer Special, will be able to buy a bottle of this $65 wholesale wine at, are you ready? $35.
That's incredible.
amazing.
It's
Yes.
incredible.
And how do you do this, you say? Well, I gave you my email address. You contact me, rwinebets@aol.com, and I will hook you up with the
Nice.
Salacious
Summer
Summer
Special.
Special of this incredible wine. Now,
I'm
get some
excited.
fresh
What makes
glasses
it
and
so
let's taste
salacious?
this.
So are we
Richard.
doing fresh glass or are we doing rinsing?
Fresh glass.
Hold
Okay,
on, I
fresh
got-
glass.
I got you.
Yeah.
Got it. Because
I'm good enough. I like to have a little special in there.
Well, you don't want a rosé.
No,
so
you don't- yeah, you don't.
you
pour
want
a little water in there. And
Yeah.
just, you know,
I'm fine. Here we go.
a
I got
little
you.
water.
Here, let's give her a rinse. Can I have the Laramita there, please?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Just take, just take.
Oh, that's too smart. Oh,
Take
she
it
knows
here,
how to do
here,
it.
here.
She knows how to rinse.
Here,
me.
here.
Wine and wine, okay? Let's do wine and wine.
She knows how to rinse.
This is the.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a trick. It's a
Wow.
party trick.
wow.
There you go. Now you're ready for white wine.
No,
Going
you
from
got
red
it.
to
Right,
white.
That's your
Smile.
pour.
What do you
That's
got
your
one?
pour. Take it.
Here, I got you.
No,
She
no,
wants
I
to
want
take
it in
that
this
glass,
one.
yeah.
No, I
Well,
want it.
pour that into that glass.
No, I want to have it right here. He's taking that one. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Here, I'll pour it in this one.
You want this? Here. Oh, you got some.
We only have
This
like
is
3
mine.
minutes.
I rinsed
We-
mine.
Dominic,
some.
how many minutes
I
do
didn't
we
realize
have?
that was mine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna get a little bit more.
Oh, yes, you need some. And the
Thank
rest-
you.
the rest
That's
you
good.
take it.
We have 1 minute, so we're saving the planet.
Yep.
Okay,
One
One
show
show
at a
at a
time.
time.
One
Yes.
wine at a time.
Come on,
Yeah,
Richard.
yeah.
Don't be
Okay.
stingy with those pours, Richard.
No, she's
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
she,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
she's
Class
gonna.
tonight.
There's more wine, but she's gonna take
taking
that
this
to a
for the
wine
class.
tasting.
We're
Women,
doing
they
a
don't be
class.
stingy.
So, yeah,
One
so.
more sip.
What is it?
If you want.
Yeah, would you like some more?
55.
Yeah,
we-
yeah,
oh, yeah.
yeah,
Let's go to
yeah,
50.
yeah.
Remember,
Okay,
don't be
then we got
stingy.
6 minutes.
Yes,
All right.
okay, we got 6
So
minutes.
in the
Don't
green
put
room,
that
Doc
for-
Green, send that back.
taking
Just-
this
that's
with
right.
you.
Take that with you because we got other wine in here.
Yeah.
So this one has
Oh,
a
wow.
Oh, you bet I'm
similar
coming
but
up with
different
mine.
nose than
Wow.
the first one, right out the bat.
Well, first of all, it's 100% Chardonnay.
Wow. It's
Which
so
is-
good.
You know the one. You've had it many
I
times.
love it.
Yeah,
He's been on the show. I love
But
it.
You haven't
Chardonnay
tasted
doesn't-
it yet, have it? Yeah.
But the Chardonnay doesn't usually have this kind of bright features, though.
You know why?
I can feel it.
And
Because
I remember that from the
This is
last
this
one.
France.
Chardonnay is made in the Burgundian style. He makes
Which
this
is a
wine
French style.
exactly the same way he makes it in Meursault. So, for instance, this comes from the Escole Vineyard in Santa Lucia Highlands.
Santa Lucia.
But this wine is picked these grapes are picked like a week earlier than any other grapes in that vineyard.
Why?
Because that's the style in Burgundy. We're looking for acidity.
Acidity.
We're
Yeah.
looking for acidity.
Ah,
We're looking
acidity.
for tension between the acid and the
Oh.
fruit. This is the way they make
Oh,
Chardonnay
that's
in
nice.
Burgundy. This is a real Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Now
And
this
does
only
not
gets.
taste like an American. Oops, sorry.
It's not.
American
I know.
Chardonnay.
Cheers.
It's just because of the
Well,
style of
California
winemaking.
Chardonnay.
Put 'em up, put
It's
'em
a
up.
but
Richard,
it's
you have
still
that.
it still reflects the terroir of Santa Lucia Highlands in that
Right.
vineyard, but it's the style of winemaking that makes the difference,
It is.
right?
So,
It
so,
is.
so they pluck it early.
We're gonna pluck it. That's
Pick it.
That's
Pick it.
salacious.
That's fine.
Speaking of salacious, they
So
pluck
salacious.
it really.
Right? Is that
Let's
delicious?
go pluck a few grapes. Yeah.
In the green room is received an NC-17 rating.
Yes.
Thanks to the collective.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You want the acidity, so this is a really good
Right.
food wine as well.
And so this gets
What would you pair this with?
Oh,
So
anything
many
spicy.
things.
yeah.
Like what?
Pick
Like what?
one. Pick
or
spicy.
even like rich. Like think about
This
some
could be
nice
rich,
Welsh
yeah.
cheddar or some
Yeah.
kind of rich
Oh,
cheese.
yeah. A nice
Are
crab
you,
salad.
Or
okay, I'm gonna
prosciutto.
put you on the spot. Would
Yeah.
you sell this at your store?
If it was, if
Huh?
I was
Rose from
doing,
Arizona.
if it was from Arizona, I
But,
would.
but they only are exclusive to Arizona.
But it's not made in Arizona.
No, that's the
So
No.
then I would break my little
Okay.
rule.
Okay.
But I
There's
would.
only-
Let me tell
Okay.
you this.
I agree with that.
I'm buying
Say,
some from
no,
him.
don't break your rule.
thing.
This
Don't
is.
break your rule.
But
But buy from him and
we
we'll come to your
appre-
house to eat it.
there
and
you
drink
go.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think that this is a delicious Chardonnay,
It's
and
amazing.
if I didn't
It
have a
is.
concept place, which is buy local, drink local.
We will only support you now that we put you on the spot to
Yeah.
test you out.
Okay.
And you did
Wait,
not.
we still support other local wine
No,
brands.
no, she's only doing local. And I love it.
Yeah.
No,
So
it's
I
amazing.
could
Saving the
do-
planet
One
One show
wine
at
a time.
There you go. Yeah, so it's just because
love
of
it.
that.
You're
And
like,
then
yeah.
my next place, if I open it up for other things, absolutely.
He's corking it. He's like, oh no.
He's
Oh,
got,
give it-
no, she's going to be tasting some.
She's gonna use it in her class
on that.
So we
Yeah.
have
that's
a
awesome.
class going on at 6
Oh, yes.
p.m. and it's called WSET. It's just
And-
a place where we are going to help you study for your certification.
How do we all get involved in that?
First of all, you have to go on WSET Global website and then take a quiz. They have a quiz where they ask you basic stuff and then they put you in a place where they say you're level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, right? So everybody that is doing that today
This
is
is
going
to be
level
more of an
2.
expert with wine, but not a sommelier.
No, this is more of a broader, better certification, in my opinion.
It's for wine educators.
Yeah,
basically.
it's for people that not only just
Like
want to
her.
do the presentation, they actually want to talk to you about the barrels and why this barrel, why that barrel, or trellis system. It's more in, if you want to open a business, you could do that. Sommelier is just means French steward, right? Because steward,
Yes.
wine steward, that's what sommelier means,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
This W set is more, it's bigger, right? Do you agree?
Yeah,
So
Richard?
can you,
Yeah,
Right, so
would you
what is
class
it?
them?
Hold on.
We only have a few minutes.
Can we do your
Distinction, yes.
certification
So what is?
and then work at a fine restaurant?
You can work in as a wholesale person, what Richard's doing. You could own a business. You could be a rep.
We have a
So-
few more minutes. So tell
Yeah.
us what that name is again.
So
DWS.
yeah, so WSET,
Stands for
and it's global. I believe it
SET.
comes from London.
Global.
And we're doing a workshop today. It's going to be 8 of us, and it's people that work already in the wine business, but they want to get a certification.
So they're studying for their certification.
Yeah.
So I want a certification. Can I get involved?
Yes,
How
absolutely.
do I do that? How do I do that?
You can come to my class.
Because
Alright.
I'm gonna have everything on my list perfect. Everything on my list I've accomplished, and the next thing I'm gonna have
In
is
the
a
green
wine
room. Green. Yes, is more fun. Deep Shetty. Listen to us all. You heard us. We're out. Oh no, we have 15 more seconds.
Oh,
No.
15 more seconds.
Hey.
Hey.
Say your last.
I was gonna
What's
say,
your
yeah,
next on your bucket list?
Or no. Say your contact information.
It's zoya.wara@gmail.com. The Wine Collective of Scottsdale. The wine collective.com.
Out.
Bingo.
Consult with your doctor to find if
Perfect.
drinking is healthy for you.